Currently the most powerful Saiyan prestige, Super Saiyan God is a form unlike any other that fell before it, making it one of the most questionable Saiyan transformations in existence. Even with the expansion of the God status, there is still a considerable amount of unutilized potential with the form. We did it with Oob, and now we are going to do it with the Saiyan God. This is Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan God redone. Super Saiyan God is a state that goes back hundreds of years to the supposed original Saiyan God. This Vegeta lookalike's God status was conceived when 5 other pure-hearted Saiyans shared their energy with him. He requested this power to eliminate the Saiyans who were corrupt or unethical. The Saiyan who achieved this power was strong enough to take on multiple great apes at a time. However, this newfound strength did not last long at all. The original Super Saiyan God was overwhelmed by the power and eventually lost the form. Skip ahead to Battle of Gods and we see Goku attain the state exactly how the original Super Saiyan God did. Once the formality was completed, Goku emerges with a glowing red aura. Surprisingly, I would not change the design of the form itself, but instead change the requirements needed in order to achieve it. Move along to Resurrection F and we learn that Vegeta had obtained God Ki through simply training with Whis. We then get informed that both Goku and Vegeta have a moderate control over their godly Ki, so much so to where they can transcend into Super Saiyans while still having godlike power. This is known as Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. The first major change to the Super Saiyan God form is how it is earned. The Super Saiyan God ritual was something that I could never really accept, as literally any other Saiyan could achieve godlike status with it. Think about it like this: if this guy had 5 pure-hearted Saiyans around him that gave him their energy, could he turn into a Super Saiyan God? Most likely the answer is yes, and I would change that. In my version, there would be 2 ways to achieve Super Saiyan God. The first, and by far the most conventional way, is to train with Whis, just like Vegeta. The second way would be to directly wish for God Ki from the Super Dragon Balls. In this version, there would be no Saiyan ritual, making Whis the only person in the universe that could assist you in unlocking godlike Ki. When an average being in Dragon Ball uses his energy, it pours out of him with aura radiating from around his body. However, to become a god, you must learn to not let your energy pour out of you, and that is the key factor. Attaining true godlike status should be a process. You shouldn't just be able to give your energy to someone and make them an X amount of times stronger. So in order for this to work, we are going to have to change how Goku first obtained Super Saiyan God. In this adaptation, Goku will summon Shenron. He will inquire about the legend of the Saiyan God. Goku, hearing that you could wish for the power, hesitantly asked Shenron if he could provide him with the God energy, as that is his only option. Shenron then informs him that his own power is not capable of producing full God Ki to mortal beings. Unlike the Super Dragon Balls, Shenron's power is limited. He can still grant Goku God Ki, however, just like his own power, Goku's God Ki will be limited, and eventually will wear off over time. So in this version, when Goku fights Beerus, he is not a 100% God. From there on, you would have events play out just how they did in the series, then skip ahead before Resurrection F and we see Vegeta has been training with Whis for 6 months, and has now attained God status. It is also important to mention that in this retelling, the original Super Saiyan God did not exist, as he would have had no way of gaining the form, therefore making Vegeta the first ever true Super Saiyan God in existence. The reason it wasn't Goku when he fought Beerus was because the form Shenron gave him was more of a false Saiyan God. Once you master God Ki by training with Whis, you are considered a deity. For example, Beerus' title is Beerus God of Destruction. Goku's new title would simply be Goku Saiyan God. It's the same thing with Vegeta. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is a form achieved through mastery of both God and Super Saiyan power. Since Goku and Vegeta are both adept in these 2 states, they were able to reach Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan status. However, when it comes to Super Saiyan 2 or 3, neither Goku or Vegeta have mastered these forms to the point of content. The only way we would see something like a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan 3 is if Goku mastered his original Super Saiyan 3 form like he did with his regular Super Saiyan form. Now, not only Saiyans should have the ability to attain God Ki, Tuffles, Margins, Namekians, even humans with the right mentoring and state of mind should have the ability to realize this power. Obviously, I wouldn't want hundreds and thousands of humans running around with God Ki, but something like that shouldn't be impossible. The final mention in this video is going to be the peak of God power. According to Whis, not even Beerus has mastered his God Ki. Both Whis and Vados are the 2 most powerful beings in their respective universe. Now keep in mind, they both have white hair. Once someone has complete control over their God state, they will gain a silver tone to their hair. For example, let's say Goku is the first one to experience the peak of God power. His hair will turn the same color as Whis and Vados, therefore symbolizing his mastery of the form. And that is how I would redo Super Saiyan God. It looks like the majority of people already love Super Saiyan God the way it is. Either way, this has been Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan God redone.